Hey YouTubers, good morning, it's Rob Moffat. Guys, I thought I'd just do a video to give you an update on how my film submission to Joel Haver's Oscar movie competition is doing. You know, about 4 weeks ago, where is that sucker? We'll come down here to uploads. About 4 weeks ago, I made this movie, The Man Who Started the Great Depression in World War II. It's about 4 weeks ago, I made this 14 minutes. This was in response to Joel Haver, who asked people to make a video or a film during the Oscars instead of watching the Oscars. And I said, man, that sounds like fun. But it had to be 40 minutes long, and I only made 14 minutes. So I know mine wouldn't be accepted. Also, it's more or less, I didn't know what to do. I mean, I only had like a couple minutes aside. The Oscar was almost over. So I said, I've got a story in my head. I could put it together and see what happens. So I just turned the camera on and laid down and did it. And I'm kind of proud of the story. It's not really a movie because it's more of a talkie. There's no moving. There's just me talking, and I'm laying in bed, and it's a story about a man who has to reveal a secret that one of his relatives is responsible for starting the Great Depression and the Second World War, and it's a fun story. I enjoyed it. I had a blast. I didn't know how it was going to turn out. It was all kind of improvisational a little bit, but anyway, I submitted the video or the film to Joel Haver. This is Joel's channel here, and about uh, about 4 weeks ago, he made this video. Instead of watching the Oscars, make a movie. And I said, dang it, I got to make a movie. And when he put this video out, he expected maybe 20 or 30 people top would submit a film. At the end of the week, he had 582 people. 582. And let me tell you, it's been such a blast watching and looking at all of the submissions of people who have made their movies thanks to Joel. And I've made some acquaintances with some of the people who've also made movies. And one of them are Emily and Peter in China. They made a wonderful movie, but they've also watched every single one of the submissions to Joel's competition, and they gave their recommendations of just some, not all, but just some of the ones they think deserve more consideration. People should watch, and they were kind enough to imagine watching 582 movies that people submitted on YouTube, and they have. I'm going to leave a link to this page. If you go to their, it gives you also they leave Joel's playlist of all the movies, and then here's their recommendations here. So I'm going to leave a link to their channel, and you can see the ones they recommended. And I have watched a few of theirs. I've only watched about 30 of them, 40 videos so far. And I kind of agree with some of the ones that they showed. And I told them I've watched maybe, I don't know, maybe 440, like 10% of what they've watched. And these are the ones I liked. So if you go to their channel, you can see the response I left and the videos that I thought were pretty cool. I'll just tell you that there was a Oyster World, uh, the Adventures of Chuck and Warren, Loaf Lovers, The Tough Omen, The Forever Bus, I Can Feel It Coming, and Conversing Feces with Wet Nazis. So, you want to check out Whoop Woo, which is Bill and Peter and Emily's wonderful channel and their submission, their movie, and the ones they recommended. And also, there's another person I think you might want to check out is Jennifer. Jennifer made a really interesting movie, and she also watched all of the movies. She said she doesn't recommend people do it. She said, I watched all of the Oscar movies. I do not recommend it. But I, I can't. I've only watched 40 of them. I would have to agree. But every single one of them, I was happy they made. It was fun to watch every one of them in some respect. Um, but what couple of things that Jennifer did. One thing, I almost every single movie I watched, I saw Jennifer leaving a real nice comment to encourage people and just reckon. Years ago YouTube wasn't about money. Nobody made a cent. We just did it for the fun of it. It was, hey, look at us. Look what we did. And people just wanted recognition and be appreciated. And Jennifer has spent the last 4 weeks appreciating and recognizing people who's participated. And I think she deserves something. Also, she went and took all of the photographs from the movies and she turned it into a mosaic of Joel, which was insane. I thought that was so cool. If you click on here, you can just find little uh, photographs of everybody who made a movie. You know, a little photograph from their movie. And um, I wish it would link to their movie. Maybe it would. Maybe my computer not working right. But yeah, that's the type of people that Joel has sort of encouraged to do stuff, and I think it's been wonderful. So I hope you'll go and watch some of the videos or the films if you haven't done it. I'm going to leave a link to Jennifer's channel and to Whoop Woo's channel and to obviously Joe's channel, so you can go watch. And if you find anybody else who's watched all the movies, like Jennifer and Peter and Emily, you might want to see if they left recommendations, and we can all share them. And because I don't have time to watch all 582, but if someone has actually done it, I would like to see what they think. So that's what's been going on with my video. I don't expect to win because it really was just me. My video was um, it was not a real film. I mean, it was a good story. It was a wonderful story, but it could have been on the radio. There was not. There was. It wasn't a movie because there was no movement. It was just me talking, laying in bed like I was dying, and you know, I mean, I'm acting, and it's not a real story. I made up stuff, but um, it's it was also only 14 minutes long, and you have to be 40 minutes or close to it anyway. And mine wasn't long enough, but I don't know what the categories are. If the categories, if he have, let's say he has a category of old and lazy, I'm a contender. I'm gonna I could clear the field if it's old and lazy. we we just we might have a winner on our hands. But yeah, I want you to check out Joel's channel and the other people I mentioned. And you know, if you have any extra time, I think you know my channel is called Robb's Homemade Life. You had 582 people who spent their time and energy making something at home to share with other people. It wasn't for money. Um, it was just to get a little recognition, a little appreciation to say, hey, look what's going on inside of my head. You know, you know, this is kind of fun. So that's how it's going, guys. And I'm anxious. In a few weeks, we'll probably know what the results are, and I'll if I find out ahead of time, I'll leave a link to the results, the Oscars that Joel Haver's going to have to do eventually. He's probably got a. I hope he has a bunch of people helping him because, Lordy, 582 videos. So that's what's been going on with the video, and I hope you're out there making stuff on your own and having some fun and trying different things and not doing it just for money. I mean, nothing wrong with money. I'm trying to make it all the time, and but it's good to just have fun and do things that make you feel good inside. All right, guys. It's been fun. Take care. See you out there. And don't forget to put on new stuff every single week. Been doing it for, Lordy, what? I don't remember how long now. It's been it's been so long I forgot. Got over 1,100 videos, over 15 years I think. So, all right, guys. I've been rambling now. Y'all take care and see you out there.